Shirk associating anything with Allah. He is the sole creator of everything and has no partners or equals. Murder. As says in the Quran, whoever takes a life unless as punishment for murder or mischief in the land, it will be as if they have killed all of humanity. Practicing magic, engaging in, or seeking the help of magic or sorcery is considered a form of shirk and is forbidden in Islam. Not praying the Prophet peace be upon him said the difference between a Muslim and a non-believer is the prayer. Not paying zakat. Failing to give the required zakat despite having the means to do so. Not fasting during Ramadan without valid excuse such as illness, travel, or other valid excuses. Not performing Hajj when able, delaying or neglecting Hajj when one has the means and ability to perform it. Disrespecting parents. Showing any form of disrespect is a sin. As says in the Quran, if any one of them or both of them reach old age, do not say to them. Abandoning relatives. Neglecting family relationships goes against the teachings of maintaining family bonds, fornication, and adultery. Engaging in sexual relations outside of marriage, which is a serious sin. Homosexuality. Engaging in same-sex relations, which is prohibited in Islam and is considered against the natural order. Interest or riba. Charging or paying interest on loans, which is exploitative and prohibited in Islamic finance. Wrongfully consuming the property or wealth of an orphan. Taking advantage of the property or wealth of orphans is a serious injustice. Lying about a law and this messenger. Making false statements or misrepresentations about Allah or the Prophet goes against the truth of Islam. Frequent lying. Lying regularly goes against the Islamic values of honesty and integrity. Running away from the battlefield. Fleeing from a battlefield during a legitimate conflict is considered a major sin. A leader deceiving and being unjust. A leader who deceives or treats their people unfairly. Pride and arrogance, acting like you're better than others, which goes against the teachings of humility in Islam. Showing off performing acts of worship or good deeds to gain praise or admiration from others rather than for the sake of Allah. Falsely testifying, providing false testimony or lying in legal matters which undermines justice and fairness. Drinking alcohol, consuming alcoholic beverages which impairs judgment and is prohibited in Islam. Gambling, participating in gambling which is considered harmful and is forbidden in Islam. Slandering pure women, making false accusations or spreading harmful rumors about innocent women which is a severe injustice. Stealing from the spoils of war, taking property from war spoils unlawfully which goes against the rules of warfare in Islam. Stealing in general, taking someone's property unlawfully, which is a violation of their rights. Highway robbery. Engaging in violent robbery or theft on highways which poses a threat to public safety. Taking a false oath, swearing falsely, or making dishonest oaths which undermines trust and integrity. Oppression. This includes any form of unjust treatment or harm, whether it's deep personal relationships or societal contexts. Illegal gains. Acquiring wealth through unlawful means which is considered unjust and forbidden. Consuming wealth acquired unlawfully. Using or benefiting from wealth that was obtained through illegal or unethical ways. Committing suicide. Only God can create life and takes life. Judging unjustly, making unfair or biased judgments, which is against the principle of justice in Islam. Giving and accepting bribes. Engaging in corrupt practices involving bribes is unethical and against Islamic teachings. Imitating the opposite sex, taking on roles meant for the opposite gender in ways that don't follow Islamic rule-less for modesty and behavior. Being a cuckold, a man whose wife is sexually unfaithful or is regarded as an object of derision. Marrying a divorced woman to make her lawful for her first husband. Doing this to help her get back with her ex-husband is a major sin. Not protecting oneself from urine. Failing to clean yourself properly after using the restroom. learning knowledge for worldly praise, seeking religious knowledge to gain praise rather than for sincere worship and benefit. Betrayal of trust, not keeping promises, or not doing what you're responsible for. Recounting favors, reminding others of the favors you have done which can be used to manipulate or cause discomfort. Denying Allah's decree, rejecting or doubting the divine will and wisdom of Allah, which shows a lack of trust in His plan. Listening to private conversations, invading others' privacy by listening in on confidential discussions without permission, carrying tales. This means to repeat false or questionable stories about something you have heard, cursing, using offensive or derogatory language, breaking contracts, failing to honor agreements with contracts, believing in or visiting fortune tellers and astrologers, seeking knowledge from those who claim to predict the future, which contradicts the belief that only Allah knows. The unseen. A woman's bad conduct towards her husband being mean or disrespectful to her spouse goes against Islamic rules for a happy marriage. Making statues and pictures, creating images or statues, and drawing are forbidden in IS law. Wailing loudly, tearing clothes or hitting oneself during afflictions, displaying excessive grief or mourning in ways that are not in line with Islamic guidelines for handling hardship, treating others unjustly, engaging in any form of unfair or harmful behavior towards others, harsh behavior towards the wife, servant, the weak or animals, being unfair or harsh to people who rely on you or are weaker. Offending one's neighbor, treating neighbors poorly or disrespectful goes against Islamic values of community and kindness, offending and abusing other Muslims, engaging in harmful or disrespectful behavior towards fellow Muslims, offending people and displaying an arrogant attitude, looking down on others or acting superior, which goes against being humble in Islam, drilling one's garment and pride, wearing clothes in a way that shows off or makes you seem overly proud. Men wearing silk or gold, using silk or gold in a way that is not permitted for men in Islamic tradition. A slave running away from his master, a slave fleeing from their master, which is considered a violation of their duties and responsibilities. Slaughtering an animal dedicated to anyone other than Allah. Performing animal sacrifice dedicated to other than Allah is considered unacceptable. Deliberately claiming someone else is the father of your child. Falsely claiming someone as one's father while knowing he is not the father. Arguing and disputing violently, getting into loud or angry arguments which disrupts peace and is not encouraged in Islam. Withholding excess water, preventing others from accessing water when it is available, giving short weight or measure. Cheating in trade by providing less than what was agreed upon. Feeling secure from Allah's plan. Assuming that one is immune to the consequences of Allah's decree or failing to acknowledge His power and plan. Offending Allah's righteous. Servants, showing disrespect or causing harm to those who are pious and close to Allah. Not praying in congregation without excuse. Deliberately praying alone instead of in congregation when it is obligatory and impossible. Persistently missing Friday prayers without excuse. Regularly skipping Friday prayers without a valid reason. Taking away the rights of heirs through wills or gifts. Taking away an inheritance from the people who should rightfully receive it by using unfair methods in a will or request. Deceiving others and plotting evil. Engaging in deceitful behavior and plotting harm against others, which is unethical. Spying. Invading others' privacy by secretly observing or monitoring them. Cursing or insulting any of the companions of the Prophet Muhammad. Disrespecting or criticizing the companions of the Prophet who are held in high regard in Islam. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and comment on video and also share this video to others. Subscribe our YouTube channel Last Ride for more informative videos and content.